Good morning, Anna. It's gonna be a good day. About 600 acres of soybeans left to go. Seems like it's gonna be sunny and breezy today. That's good, that's what we need. If you watched the previous video, you know that we loaded the seed tender last night. And the planter's still got about 50 acres left to go in it, so I'm just gonna drive this back down to the field and get to work. Beautiful morning. We need it. While this warms up, I'm gonna take a peek at the planter and make sure gauge wheels appear to be set. I just don't see any damages anywhere. Make sure all the depth pieces, I don't know what to call them, the T-handles. The T-handles are set correctly. Everything looks good. Nope, forgot to switch field to the monitor. Try this again. That field. Okay. We are planting. About 65 acres in so far this morning, and I got to top off with some seed and not take out the hood of that truck. Simple as that. Quick and easy. Well, that lasted a couple of rounds. Row 19 is telling me that it's mad at the downforce sensor. I'm going to wiggle the harness again, or on that row now, and that seems to... It did the trick yesterday. Ooh, this one's dirty inside. You can't get both hands in there. It's made for somebody with tiny hands. That's it, we'll see if that helps. Like I say, it worked yesterday. Well, that seems to have worked. All of our rows are functioning as normal. It's easy, quick fix, I guess. It's annoying, but that's the second one in a row that has fixed itself now by just wiggling the connection, which pretty well tells me, I mean, we'll see when it happens a couple more times, but certainly seems like it's probably the connection and not the actual sensor itself, which would have been really handy to figure out several weeks ago instead of fighting it all the time, but at least maybe we're figuring that out. I've only got 60 acres out since I filled last, but I know I can fit what's left of the one variety in here, and I got Onyx here anyway, and so I need to run him to the other tractor, get him going in the roller because he's never driven the 8295, but I got to call his mother because she's going to leave and she's my ride to bring me over there. We got to hop back in Mom's car. Yeah, she's got to take us to the roller. This is a nicer tractor, Onyx. Yeah, this one's got the ILS on the front end, IVT transmission, front duals. It does have DEF. That's a bummer.
I mean, at least it's not red.
I didn't tell him to say that. All right, you ready for this?
What?
Just running the 8295. You seem super pumped.
Woo!
Hold the enthusiasm. Normally we wouldn't stop the planter for something like that, but in this case, Dad's out running the digger and the planter was actually starting to catch up to the digger, so we got to the point where it made more sense to stop the planter. We're 3/4 full and we're empty on that variety, so I'll plant this out. And as long as we're pretty well empty the next time I come back, we should be able to fit everything that's left in the front there, because there's 2 boxes of a different variety in the front of that tender. Onyx.
Hi, I was just gonna let you know that there's a tile over here that I almost nailed because there was no flag. I literally caught it 5 feet in front of it.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. I saw that this morning with no flag there, but you can see the pipe coming out of the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost did it.
Okay.
Well, I saw the corn stalks around and I was like, I kind of looked like there would be a tile there, but didn't see a flag or anything, so I was watching it.
Well, there you go. You remember where it's at, and then you can run down with the ranger sometime and put a flag there.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, running a planter is one of my favorite jobs on the farm. I don't know why. Running a combine's fun too, but it just seems like it's a little more stressful. It takes longer. The weather's not as nice. There's a lot more to organize and keep moving. A lot more pieces to the puzzle to keep putting into place. With the planter, it's a little more relaxed and it's technical, and I enjoy it. But I'm also ready to be done for this year. It's just been drawn out. It's been a really weird spring, so yeah. I'm bored enough that I thought I'd turn the camera on and tell you guys that. There goes Onyx.
And he told me after running the 8260 he liked the other transmission better.
I'm out of seed again. So now I'm gonna grab the 2 totes that we put in the front here. That's actually a 1.1 maturity, they call it. It's a Paloma seed, an enlist seed that we actually got through FBN, through Farmers Business Network. So we will see how that stacks up. I feel like I've shown most of you this before. I'll fall in there. There we go. And now the seed tender's empty. Okay, Paloma seed. Maybe it's a 1.0. We'll get in here, change our seed, make a new one. Once again, simple as that. We'll keep things moving. I'm gonna have to shut down for an hour here just because the timing works out well. Dad's gonna give me a ride to the seed tender. We're gonna take the seed tender back home and fill that, because I've only got 45 acres of seed left here. So now's the right time to do it. Hi, Digi. Oh yes, you get your attention too, huh? See ya, Didge. I've dropped off Dad for his rock picking duties, and I'll head back over to the planter. Knock out a few more acres. It is getting close to 7 p.m. at night, so we'll see how much more we can get done here. No dead batteries so far all day today. Not a single bad sensor. It's a boring day of just accomplishing things that we need to accomplish. Days like this are rare, and they make boring videos, but we sure appreciate them around the farm. Well, hey, guess what? It's time for more seed. That means it's good. It's a good thing. It means everything's been going well, but I don't like how dark it's getting to the west. I mean, it's just gloomy. I don't think there's rain coming. Yeah. That's good. Well, it went easy. It was boring. Everything's just going just fine. Just exactly like it's supposed to. Doesn't make any sense. It's almost too easy. I spoke too soon. I shouldn't have mentioned it. Now my marker doesn't work. I'm gonna have to drive to the other end of the field because only the right side marker works. And I get asked all the time why I use the markers. Because I do. Because they're there. That's how I plant my end rows, with the markers. Because when I use adaptive curves, I don't trust it. It doesn't do as good a job as I can do. So I use the markers when they work. But the left one isn't working. The right side one is fine. So apparently, technically, it's the winglet not working. The marker might, but the marker won't move until the winglet's out. So I don't know. It's gonna throw my equilibrium all off. I can't go around the outside of a field on the left side. It's not how farming works. That's it for the evening. It's about 10:30. We've got about 80 acres left down here, but I'm not finishing it tonight. We're gonna have plenty of time tomorrow. Nope, don't want to do that. Come on, iPad. Later. Okay, well, it's gonna keep asking. I'll just ignore it. If we had acres in this field that I could plant out and then get the planter full to get the seed tender empty, I would do it. But for the next field, I got to fold up and head down the road to a field that's got some mud pits on it that I don't want to start on in the dark. And it's time to quit for the night. We still got 357 acres done today, which is pretty good. We didn't even push that hard. I spent some time with Onyx. I had to run home to fill a seed tender. Kind of peaceful out here. Brilliant end to another 16-hour day. By my calculations, we have about 210 total acres left, and then we're good. You guys really can't see me, can you? Pretty dark out here. Sup, dog? I'm pretty tired. Think I'll go home now. About 160-ish acres total left to plant this year, and I need diesel badly. I have had one flashing bar for like an hour, and it made me very, very nervous, but here I am. I'm safe. I'm home. I did not run out. Thunder. Uh-oh. We got 300 more gallons in the shed, but I'd rather have it in here. How are you? Good? I saw you playing with the kitties. Here comes Anna. Oh, we spent, I don't know what I was trying to say there when I fumbled over my words, but we just spent the last couple hours with a shed salesman finalizing our plans to replace the shed that we lost recently. So I've lost a couple more hours in my day. It's now 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm gonna find lunch somewhere at a gas station, and then I'm going back to work. By the way, as a side note, did you guys know that sheds are expensive? Well, I helped myself to a gas station cheeseburger. Anna and I got the seed tender empty, so there's not a lot in the planter because there wasn't much left in the tender, but I'm gonna go out and plant it out. Well, Dad finishes up some digging because we've got about 150 acres total left, but it's actually 2 of them are really tiny pieces. Oh, she's more interested in whatever's going on over there. There must be some critters under that bin pile because Didge has been digging under there and yipping at things for, I don't know what's it been now, 3 weeks. First piece I'm headed to is right back here. 11 acres. Right next to the yard, so I want to make sure there's not a single crooked row in that field. If all goes according to plan, this should be the last time we got to load the seed tender for this year. Hold it! Go back! Okay. Try again.
Trouble with the first one, not the last one.
Yeah, there you go. We're down to about 120-ish, 115 acres left. There's a little bit in the planter. We got to empty these bags, so we're going to put about 120 acres worth. I'll just bump the population up a little bit. Hopefully we get it done on this gloomy, cloudy, fitting spring 22 day. Well, now we dropped Dad off with the roller. Onyx decided, geez, he's been out there 9 hours or so. So he didn't really decide anything. He's just got a baseball game he's got to get to.
Oh.
Have you been stretching for that?
Not if you consider sitting in there for 9 hours stretching.
Back to work. Oh.
I don't know if I dare run it. It's on the road, a quarter mile from the field.
Holy crap. What'd you learn?
Daryl said Colin's coming back from Belgrade or Bruton, and when he gets back, he's going to send him this way. So I'm sure it'll be an hour before we get here, but I don't think I better move it because we're not in that bad a shape right now.
Right. You want me
It could
to?
be a whole lot worse.
You want me to run down there with some stuff, or do we not even want to touch it?
Yeah, I think it's sitting here pretty solid. I don't think anything's going to happen. I'm taking up half the road. And I don't really want to move it now that I know it's wrong.
Right.
I could move it over 2 or 3 feet, but I really don't want to.
Right.
And then that would be the time it would fall off.
Right.
So
And then we'd have a hell of an issue.
then we would. Yeah, at least it's a gravel road, not a big highway.
Boy, I'm glad Onyx wasn't running it and going across the field or the road and had that come off. Oh, that could be because I suppose we've only had it this spring and it doesn't have many hours on it, so maybe it never got tightened up correctly.
That's my guess, is that it never got tightened up. You know, because, you know, how we've had it, rolled about 500 acres with it and drove it to Glenwood home.
And that's all it's done.
Yeah. Wow, I can't believe we got one bolt. I think they fell out coming out of the driveway because the fender wobbled there. It was going fine in the field.
Okay.
But, I mean, they didn't all fall out right there, but maybe the second to the last one.
Yeah, I'll bet there was 2 of them in there, and as soon as it got down to 1, that's when it started bouncing on you.
Yep, I'll bet so.
I got done with these 100 acres and I figured I'd give him a call, see where he's at. Haven't heard anything in a while, so hopefully that means hopefully that's good news and they're out fixing it. So we're down to about 50 acres to go. In 2 pieces. There's one real small little piece, but I'm gonna need seed if I'm gonna finish that. Making my way through the yard here. That's the only way to get in and out of that field. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need most of the seed that we've got in the tender. It should come out fairly close. So I am just gonna do that now instead of leave the yard without enough seed to finish. Makes sense, right? I talked to Dad a little bit, and what happened was the inner rim, one of the rims oblonged out, or the bolts came loose, and that's what caused the oblonging of the holes. So he's coming home right now with 3 front tires. They pulled them off, and anyway, I haven't seen it yet, but he's on his way home. We're gonna need a rim for sure. But we talked, and the place I'm going to, it's 2 small pieces. It's only 50 acres. It's right up the road. It's close by. Most of it's dry, but there are some end rows that get pretty wet, and we've only got about 40 minutes of daylight left. So we figure we'll just get it in the morning because there's pretty much 0 chance of rain. And so, like old times, I just decided to keep it out of the elements. I'd back it into the shed. Get it? Because the roof, it flew off in a storm, and then the walls all fell in on all of our equipment, and now we don't have there isn't a shed. I have horrible news.
What?
I'm just gonna go in the house. Finish that field tomorrow.
What?
What are you eating there? Yeah. He's got 3 front wheels, tires, 3 front roly-polies.